Okay, so right out of the pages of Scott Hamilton's book, The Linear Trace, Kelly Murray. How many tournaments you won, Kelly? Hundreds of tournaments all over the world.
3 international tournaments.
All right, now Kelly, you are known for an incredibly long driver, but you were telling me a story about Marine Drive earlier about how many clubs you used to pull out of there when you learned how to play golf. What clubs were they?
Well, I used to play a lot of tour events actually after that with like 10 or 11 clubs, and guys said, "You're not going to carry your staff bag." I said, "There's only 9 clubs, 10 clubs." And they used to laugh, but I grew up with driver sandwich putter. At Marine Drive, it's very narrow, very tight, and if you get a narrow, tight golf course, a lot of it is just working the driver out through the uprights and then just finishing off the hole with a sand wedge and a putter.
Okay, so obviously you're a great wedge player when you shot 60 at Southwood back in the, I forgot how long, what year was that?
1986.
1986. All right, I was there. I was playing against Kelly, and I didn't quite do as well as that. But Kelly on the left-hand side, you're going to see what we call the linear or lateral trace. He loads up on the lead foot, 66 on his lead toe, 67% on his lead side. But watch this, guys. Straight back, straight through, and on his just before transition, you're going to note on the trail side, Kelly puts about 75% of his weight on his trail side. Tour stats 70 to 80, and Kelly is a tour player, so that makes sense. But directly forward through the impact on his at impact, he's going to have roughly 90% of his weight on his lead side. This is a page right out of Scott Hamilton's book. On the right-hand side, however, note the difference, and this is Kelly's driver trace, and we call this a power trace Z. And Kelly loads up on his left side. Do you consciously aware load
Yeah,
up?
yeah. I go into the hit position.
Okay, you call that the hit position, a little wider stance.
Yeah.
Kelly's got 75% of his weight on his lead foot. And watch the toe of his lead foot as we go back to the trail side. Now look at that toe right here. He's leading up with his toe. And this is a technique that Kelly's perfected over the years. And Kelly, what's the longest drive you ever hit in your life?
Oh gosh.
In Japan on the runway there?
Yeah, Japan driving contest in Japan. I hit it for 342 yards all carry.
All carried. Now look at this. We're at TPC Saga, at TPC Tampa. So that background, we're at the grill room, just looking at some slides. Look at this. Now he's going to load up on his lead toe, go straight back to his trail side, and his trail side, he's got about 70% of his weight on his trail side. You can note that by this number right here. This is cool because he's setting the power. This pattern, he can teach you this pattern. Kelly's an expert in distance game, and what's cool is also a distance and accuracy. If you look on the left-hand side of this other trace, he's using what's called the lateral trace. Okay, so now we're going to go back to the right slide. So he's going to go forward to his lead foot again, and then watch what happens before he starts his downswing. Watch this white dot on the center pressure trace. It's going to go straight back, and then just prior to impact, and it's so fast here, we're capturing 140 frames a second here right now. It goes forward just prior to impact. This is how Kelly Murray generates his power. So Kelly, we call now. Is this a technique that you think you can replicate with an amateur golfer?
Absolutely. It's just a matter of understanding where you stand and how you throw your weight around.
That's excellent. Kelly Murray with Terry Hashimoto, BodiTrak. We're going to send this out. Hope you guys enjoy it, and look forward to seeing Kelly somewhere near you to learn how to gain distance. Thank you very much.